So I'm going to invite you to take a few moments to just be in deep appreciation for the journeys that are within the journey and the destinations within the destinations. Just take a few moments. Take a nice deep breath, please. Gratitude is so important. Being thankful and just being appreciative of your experiences as a whole. It's really vital. It's how we connect to the joy of the journey and also being one with our core desires, which we normally term desires as some destined end. And the reason why we need to appreciate the experience really as a whole is because we are more than just one journey and more than just one destination focus. In fact, a lot of times we are operating different trajectories of our personal and professional and spiritual development. It's part of the evolutionary part of the journeys. Because a journey is so multi-layered. It never really is one journey. There are multiple journeys within a journey. Like we live this life, right? We have this experience. But within our experience are multiple experiences. And that's why ultimately we never fully arrive. And yet we're already here. Metaphorically, leveraging the Wizard of Oz concept, that saying of there's no place like home, and that individuals go out on a journey and only to find that what was before them was everything that they needed. Now, interesting caveat to this is that, but they still needed to go on the journey. But basically, you take you with you. Where you go, there you are. And that's why sometimes when people try to escape a situation, it's like you're going to go and recreate that experience in another place. Why is that? Because where you go, there you are. But within our life's experience, these different journeys, they offer us so much. But what happens is sometimes people get focused on a one-dimensional journey type of format for their lives, and they miss all the journeys. There's so many journeys weaved into what we believe is just a journey, like this chapter. You are more than just one chapter at a time in one book. I mean, you're capable of reading more than one book at a time. You better believe that your life is a multi-trajectory experience, that you have more than just one chapter per journey. You have multiple journeys happening now and multiple chapters. And I'm not speaking about this in a quantum physics, multiverse type of way, just in a really practical understanding. Someone's in a journey right now to lose weight and also to maybe skill up in the area or to quit an addiction. Those are multiple journeys within what we think is just one journey, and think because they're all happening right now, that's the chapter. Yeah, in one book of your life. There are more than just one book. And trust me, if people could read your life, they're reading from different books. Some stories you're like, that's not even my story, but somehow someone has written that story or believe it, came up with it in their mind and maybe telling individuals about it, but it's not mine, right? And then somehow that is seems to be a part of your journey too, of either clarifying that that's not true or just being aware and letting it ride. You know, there's so many things that intersect in our experiences. But back to what I was saying earlier is that just as sure as we are experiencing multiple journeys within a journey, it's the same with destination. Somewhere that you are today, you haven't always been there. And you arrived there, whether it's the job that you have, whether it is the degree that you have, whether it is the spouse or significant other that you haven't always had certain things. All right. Now, I'm not talking about parents and certain family members, but even with your family, I'm sure family members have been added, whether they are in-laws, outlaws, or babies have been born. And those are multiple journeys within your journey because each person that you encounter or have a relationship with has a journey of their own, and you are a part of it. That's how you're in multiple trajectories, multiple books. Someone has you in a chapter of their book, or maybe the whole book is about you from someone who, really admires you. You just never know. But we need to appreciate the whole of our experiences, but also be present that, yes, there are journeys within journeys, destinations within destinations, but it's all here. And I talk about that in practically every segment. You have already arrived as you are going, as you are embarking on the next phase of the journey. And also understand that the destination, multiple destinations are already with you because you are somewhere you desire to be at some point. And now sometimes where you desire to be at one point, now you're like, oh, this is no longer aligned. So there's a new destination. That's another part of the journey. Destinations are but extensions of the journey. And they're really one and the same, because you're living some aspect of each. Once you arrive somewhere, that then starts the next level of the journey. So just give thanks for the totality of this experience, your Dest-Journation experience. And just understand that there are different trajectories that you are consistently operating on. And you need to be present with the whole of your experience, yet at the same time, focused enough on what are the higher priority aspects of your journey or your trajectory that you need to be more mindful about, especially during these times. So never allow yourself to just get locked into one storyboard in your life, because you have the opportunity to create multiple storyboards and play from, I'd say, both sides of the track, or play from multiple storyboards and it still be, yes, a cohesive experience that you are having. But sometimes when you categorize it in this way, you get to see the details. You get to see the journeys within the journey. within the journey, and all the destinations that are here with you now, from what has been, what's being, and then what's emerging. Where are you headed? Again, it's all one and the same. And just love it all. Be present with it all. And be grateful. Be grateful for the journeys within the journeys and the destinations within the destination.